Mic check, mic check. Testing, testing. All right. We're just gonna continue because I can hear myself in one of the iPads that I have open, and I always have one open just to test out everything that's happening. Um. So yeah, we're gonna talk about this deck list. This is the deck list that I went with on Friday to my locals pre-release tournament. It was not sealed. It was constructed. We got to bring our decks, and from what it looks like, most people had their decks. I think it was like a 17-man roster. Um, Most of them had completed decks and everything else. If they didn't, they went with the deck that they have completed and just added additional cards. So I went 3-1, 3 wins and 1 loss in the tournament, and I locked in fourth place. Definitely was good matchups. First round, I got to play my boy Rec, LA Knight. He had Baby. Black on black matchup is all depending on who drops his SS4 Goku first, and etc. So I got to lock in that win. Second round, I got to play my boy Amir, aka King of New York, aka Bomb King. And if you guys know who Amir is the Cali's regional champion for Fusion World that just finished passing like about a month ago. He beat me. He was playing Evil Majin Buu, the deck that he won with. I don't think that's the deck that he's gonna go with going into set six. I guess he just went with that because he didn't have his other deck ready. Uh, Round number three, I went and played my boy Claudio. Claudio was playing King Goma. Definitely an archetype that you have to get familiar with because if you make the wrong mistake, you might be doing him the favor to be in an advantage to win the game and take it over. But it's not that hard to you know to read how that goes. So got that win from King Goma in round three versus Claudio. And then round four, I got to play against my boy. Once again, it's never a dull moment. It's always a toe to toe matchup, which my boy Jeremy, which is Kratos. He went with the new Brawly, and that Brawly I've been testing against for like about a week now in proxies and on tap. So when the tournament came and I was playing against him, it's just a matter of time that I have to play the right moves, perfect timing on certain swings, and try to win the coin toss, which I never did. All my coin toss I actually went first. So for that one, you guys got to make sure when you're playing against Brawley players, you have to go second because if they get the energy marker, it's gonna be a problem for you because they're gonna end up summoning big bodies sooner than what you think. And when I say big body, I'm talking about 45K swingers by turn four, 55K swingers by turn four or five, 50K swingers by turn four or five. It's just crazy. And if you don't wipe one of them off the board, then there's gonna be two bodies next turn on the board to swing at you. It's just too much. Too many brawlies that they just made. That is just crazy. You have the starter deck brawly that they play, which is the 8 drop. Um, Dual Strike. Then you have the new Brawly. Well, I don't really want to talk about it because I'm definitely gonna do a deck profile for that too. So let's just keep it for the Gogeta. I got my energy market, gold energy market, and I got the alternate art Gogeta. Let's talk about, and then as you can see, I did my custom made Gogeta sleeves on Jagged Shield. Thank you a lot for the sleeves. We're gonna go with the leader. Um, 15,000 attack from the front. When attacking, draw one card, and when he awakens, it's a standard awaken at 4. You flip the card over, so you do not get to draw on his summoning, awakening. I mean, so that's kind of like the disadvantage on the Gogeta. Going into set five, well, being in set five, that this card this leader wasn't as strong as it's supposed to be because you know re- basically it's a super Dr. Miyu. A lot of people was complaining about it, but now going into set six, me playing in set six with this, I see how strong this card is able to be now with the support that he has for set six. Standard 20k swing when attacking, draw a card, and then activating main once per turn. Tap one energy. If you don't have an energy marker, you place one energy marker. So yeah, we already know what it does, but let's just see what did I add from set six that actually makes this leader stronger than what it was before, and even be the best black leader to play as of right now going into set six. So yeah, put that to the side. So we're gonna start off with the one drops. We have the one drops. South Kai, I play four of. Standard cantrips. You definitely want to have draw power, especially that when you awaken, you don't get to draw. So, and you want to draw as much as you can, so like that you get to get the cards that you need early than later. So like that, your game plans from turn to turn gets to be established. Also for the one drops, I play two more cantrips. The Fashas, same thing. I would probably add like the newer cantrip that they just dropped, but it's not that big of a deal. So we're just gonna keep it as that for now. But I'll definitely change it just to make my deck look a little bit more updated. So I play six cantrips, which is a reasonable amount. A lot of people play seven to eight. I'm not a big fan of that because you gotta add extra cards into the deck to actually see what you need because you don't want to fill up the deck with so many cantrips and don't have bodies to swing with. Another one drop that and I'm playing four of is the Paraparas. Definitely one of the best cards in the deck. You definitely need it because if you're playing against matchups like red, like the Jiren, you lock the Jiren four drop, then it gets a restand, then the effect don't work because it has to be rested to make it work. And then when it comes to the Brawly leaders, Brawly battle cards, you lock it. Any big bodies in the um, blue decks, the matchups between blacks, any color, it doesn't really matter. These powers are definitely stronger than what it was last set because with the manipulation of Gogeta actually giving you an energy marker, it makes it a little bit um more techy when it comes to matchups because now you can actually do the power 2 to 3 times a turn if you got the right amount of energy markers on the board for the turn. Because if you got the four drop, that gives you the energy marker, power. Then use the Gogeta leader to activate the energy marker again. Bingo. Or maybe if you start the turn with the energy marker, power right there. Do the four drop, power again. Gogeta, alternate one energy to energy marker, power again. That's three powers. Trust me, I did it once, and my opponent was mad. But it's definitely a good card. Next up, I'm playing two of the Girus. I didn't want to play more than that, but Giru is definitely a card that you need to have because every single color has those one drops that you have to eliminate off the field so they don't get used and abused. So like black has um honestly black is not just the 10Ks off the board, just to wipe the 10Ks off the board. When it comes to yellow, the small bodies, the canches and everything else, so they need to use it for the dual strike of the three drop Majin Buu 30k swinger, or use it for Majin Buu, the other Majin Buu that discard a card from your opponent's hand while they draw. Um, Myra or Mira 82797. Appreciate the follow. So yeah, and then green, the chillers. You're definitely gonna need these two Girus because the chillers gotta be off the board in order to remove any Brawlies off the board because those Chilas protect the same way we got the Trunks in black to protect the battlefields. Chila protects any 7 drops or over off the field on the field from anything that has to get removed from it. Next up will be 4 of the Hercules. Definitely a card that you want to play of 4 of because you can recycle your pans if you gotta recycle the gear rules. And there's another card that's in the deck now from set 6 that you can actually recycle with the Hercule that will definitely make a big impact to the deck. But Hercule has to be back at 4. A lot of people was playing threes. Definitely got to be at 4 now because Hercule with the energy market manipulation now, with the cards that you need to recycle more, you want to see Hercule. Not early in the game, like late game, so like that you can recycle with it. Last but not least, of the 1 drops, and it's a new card from set 6, which is the Chi Chi's. If Chi Chi Chao, if you guys don't know what this card does, it's a 1 drop, 5k attack, 10k combo on play, add up to 1 card from your life to your hand. And on auto, when this card is using the combo from the battle area, use up to 1 battle card in your combo from you in a battle area in a combo from your drop. So in order to activate Chi Chi's effect, it has to be on play. Cannot be comboing from your hand to the combo. It has to be on the field already on play to use it. So on the offensive side, you're definitely gonna use the effect. On the defensive side, you have to make sure you're doing it on the right matchups. Because certain matchup will eliminate that card instantly. Some matchups it will actually survive. Depends. So if it does survive on your offense, it's gonna survive. So you'll end up putting 10k. Let's just say if you swing with your leader, you combo with that. That's 10k. Plus you could get another 10k off the discard pile and use it to combo as well, which turns Gogeta from a 20 to 30 to a 40k swing. Now that's on the offense. Now on the defense, if this card survives and it stays on the board and they try to swing, what this card could actually do, it picks up any battle card from your discard pile to combo with. That means if you have a super combo card in your discard pile, you could use the super combo to combo with as well. And the combo for the super combo effect actually activates as well. That means the super combo becomes the 20k combo. The Chi Chi is a 10k, so now it's a 30k combo boost that you get to deflect any of the swings to deflect any of the swings that you know your opponent try to swing at you with. So those are my 1 drops. My 2 drops. This has to be in every black deck. It's a staple, hands down. Cannot play less than 4, and is the Trunks. The 2 drop Trunks protection. We already know what it does. It's a 2 drop 20k swing, 5k combo. On your opponent's turn, if you have an energy mark on the board, anything besides this Trunks is protected from being removed from the battlefield, and it's a self awakener as well. So it's definitely good. So they will have to remove this card first in order to remove anything else on the board. Um, yeah. So next up will be my another 2 drop Pan GT. I'm only playing 2 of. Uh, you already know it's a Self Awakener. It's a 2 drop, 20k swing, 5k combo. When attacking, tap 1 energy, you draw a card. But if you tap an energy marker, you bounce back a card from the board that's 4 or less. So we're either way you want to use this card, you'll definitely want to draw a card for it. So that's what the goal is. If you're playing Bardock, you'll play the 2 drop Go 10 for the bounce back, not this, because Bardock don't use that much energy markers. But since you're playing with a leader that actually manipulates the energy markers, you could definitely use the pan on this one, and it's a self awakener, so that definitely helps. Next up, I had to put this card back into the deck because this card is gruesome versus Brawly, which is the 3 drop Bardock. For this set that we're in, set five, definitely was not on my deck. It's not a card that survives. Not a card that actually could swing two times. It's just hot. There's so many removals now that it's just too much, and you can't go aggro on certain decks. So you just gotta have to alternate with whatever you had before. But going into set six, Bardock is one of the key factors when you try to apply fast-paced pressure. Um, Next up will be my four drop, four of Sun Goku GT. We already know what it does. It's a four drop, 30k swing, zero combo. One attacking, once per turn. If you don't have an energy marker, you place one energy marker, and then at the end of the turn, if you use the energy marker for the turn, you get to draw a card. Definitely still a four of. I do not see this card being less than four at any of the decks. Um, Maybe King Piccolo if you're trying to avoid the zero combos, but this card is too strong. I feel like this card has to be a four in every single black deck. The next four drop will be the Glorios. Four drop Glorios. We already know it's a 25k swinger, 10k combo, but it permanent. If you or your opponent has an energy marker, you get to decrease the summoning cost of this card by two. So it could be a two cost, and that is great. Um, but if you summon this off your opponent's energy marker, you get to draw a card. So you get draw power for that. That's definitely good. Next up will be one of the boss monsters, uh, the five drop SS 3 Goku. It's a 5 drop, 30k swing, 5k combo. On play, if you removed an energy marker to use this card, draw two cards. Activate on main once per turn. Discard one card from your hand, then switch this card in the battle area to active mode. So you get to swing twice with this. So this is why I actually put the 3 drop Bardock back with the three of the five drop because now you're applying pressure off of one card, and you get to draw extra card to your hand. So that's definitely good. Um, a big change to the deck going into set six is this: the boss of the boss. I'm only playing one of the five drop double strike Bardock. Five drop, 35k swing, zero combo, double strike. Activate in battle only on your turn, once per turn. If you have two or more battle cards in your combo area, choose up to one of your battle card, one of your battle cards, and one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. So I'm only playing one off because I'll try to avoid as many zero combos as I can, and to the point that sometimes late game to pop two cards to combo with, it kind of hurts your hand and you don't want to do that. So playing one off is like a sleeper. You want to apply as much pressure as you can to your opponent that you don't have to discard that many cards out your hand. So it's definitely good to play just one off. You want to play two, just try to find a way to play two. I'm only playing a 52 card deck, so if I play 53, it'll be another Bardock double strike for sure. uh Next up, the new boss battle card for black is the six drop Gogeta. 40k swing, zero combo. They have to errata the card because Bandai shipped out the card with the um miswording of the effect itself on the permanent. So the permanent on the card says this card can't be switched to active mode by the skills of your opponent's cards. It's not supposed to say that. It's supposed to say your opponent's battle cards cannot be restand by your opponent's skills. That's the effect of the card. If you check online, that's what it says. It's just that they sent out these cards before they realized that they messed up on the wording of the card. Also on play, choose up to one battle card in your opponent's battle area and place it into your owner's drop. Then, if you don't have an energy marker, you place one energy marker. So that's definitely good. A lot of the times when I was playing on Friday, I make sure I put myself to seven energies. Not even seven. Put myself to Yeah, I put myself to 6, 7 energy. So what I did was I um used one of the energy markers, right? Because if I got 7, I could use one to use Hercule to recycle para, and then you could then summon this, get the energy marker, um, use the energy marker either or to use the Giro to pop something off the board, or you could get the para to lock something on the board. So that's what I was doing. That was the combo that I did back to back times. So it definitely, um, yeah, you could definitely do that. Because in the super count, opponents can't switch any card to active by the way can be battle cards, leader cards, and energy mark. Okay, so yeah. So I definitely misread that wrong. It's because I'm reading it through the card. So anything on your opponent's side cannot, since if this card stays on the board, anything on your opponent's side cannot get restanded. That's field cards. That's Majin Buu to restand itself. That's SS3 Vegeta that just came out, cannot restand itself. Those dual strikes that yellow has, can't restand. The Brawlies cannot restand as well. So it's definitely good to have this. I got it at 3 of. I started with 2, then I looked at the matchups. 3 is definitely good. 4 is kind of excessive to me, but you can still play 4. I guess just eliminate the double strike if you need to, or something else. But I feel I didn't want to like stack my deck with 0 combos a little bit too much. I think I have the right ratio of 0 combos to survive. Next up, I have 4 of my super combos. Son Gohan, full art. I think this is my favorite super combo out as of now. Definitely can't complain about it. Took me quite some time just to get the full art because a lot of people just holding on it and try to head crack you with the price, which don't know why because it's not that big of a deal, or try to finesse me to buying the gold bolas, and I didn't want to, but I'm glad I got to get my alternate arts. Um, Next up, my extras. I have 2 1 drops of the 10-time Kamehameha. Um, a lot of people play 3. I'd rather play just 2 for now until I feel like I need it. I don't think I need it. These cards come out at the time that I need it. So 2 right now should be fine. Like I said, this is just my deck profile. This is what I went with. I feel comfortable with. And you guys could tweak it the way you want to. Not every locals is the same. I have to build my deck on the way that my locals are being played. Not every locals is the same, so I just go by what I've seen and what I've been playing against. So 2 of the Tentai Kamehameha is definitely good, especially with the Gogeta giving you the energy marker. You can pop 2 bodies off the board instead of 1. And last but not least, I'm playing 2 of the Ultimate Sparking. Definitely another good card to have. Uh, Resisting Destiny is definitely a good card to use because you can use it either turn, but I feel like this card is better with the Gogeta because you get to use the energy marker and stun another body on the board. So the way the meta is looking at, there's no like set 5. There wasn't that many cards that you can actually use the effect of the and locking body on the board. Now going into set 6, there's a lot of bodies, especially like if you're going against Brawly. Brawly swings with the leader first. If you have the 4 drop on the board, what they do is they swing with the 4 drop first, then they swing with the leader. When they swing with the leader, they'll remove the 4 drop to the discard pile and special summon 8 drop Brawly on rest mode, and if it can withstand, it can withstand. That right there, you use the resisting destiny. I mean, ultimate sparking. Excuse me, ultimate sparking to combo out of the swing from the leader and lock the battle card that he just finished summoning on the board. So that's why this card is good. I will play 3 of. I'm trying to figure out how to put 3 of. I do not want to pass 52 cards because I want to see my cards right now. Kind of upset that I have it at 52. I want to have it at 50, but the way this deck flows with draw power, I don't want to be at 50 because that will cost me the game um, sometimes. So 52 is an average 52 card deck. Um, but I will try to figure out how I can actually put a third Ultimate Sparking because this card is a little bit too good, and you can recycle it with a Hercule. So definitely not that bad. So this is my deck for Gogeta, 52 card deck.